Mao or Iman. I believe the jinkim is one of those false jinkims introduced by Arabic, or is it like was it initially there for like Iman, for the words like Iman or Mao, like there?
Oh, Imma, I would keep it because we can see it in ⲧⲉⲧⲯ.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Imma was actually there. That's actually how I would check if I want to keep it or not. I just check ⲧⲉⲧⲯ because I think it's kind of pure. And if I found it, I just use it.
Yeah, because then I was going to ask how you necessarily pronounce that you'd be able to distinguish between like Mao for like mother. Would it be or like a mama?
So remember that a jinkim is meant to be a consonant, a vowel that you can freely remove if it makes sense to. So a word like sotim, it keeps is in Bohairic, means listen, and they keep it. So you say sotim. For ⲧⲉⲧⲧ, they have a superlinear stroke. Just means if you ever want to skip it, go for it. If you want to say isotim, and you just want to keep it super short, you can keep it. The best explanation for it is a schwa. It's the sound that you have in like bottle, where it's like a very, very tiny sound or an a sound between two vowels. It's not meant to be elongated. Bohairic actually keeps a lot of it. Like a sotim would actually write an a rather than a jinkim or a superlinear stroke. But when it has Bohairic actually doesn't like jinkims, even though it's the one that has jinkims everywhere nowadays. But the way I would check if it exists, I would just check ⲧⲉⲧⲧ, and if it exists on it, I would say it.
Or if there's some kind of vowel preceding it.
Oh, if there's some kind of a vowel. What do you mean?
So I'm thinking of like the word for king. So in ⲧⲉⲧⲧ, it has the superlinear stroke over the double before the preceding double row, where in Bohairic it's got the u.
Yes.
Yeah.
In ⲧⲉⲧⲧ, when I see it, I say it's like, okay, it's there. It always was there. I would use ⲧⲉⲧⲧ as a reference for Bohairic. Yeah.
And then going to the academic pronunciation, the word for one is y. Do you do for the indefinite articles? Do you do a wa, like wa uro, or do you usually do u?
So I think Casey explains it that for the Copts or for this sort of languages, it just means it's just a wa sound, which can mean an u or a w, and it depends on how it comes in the sentence. So if you want to say u, what's it called, uafe, or fe, because we're doing it. So you can say uafe, or it can just be uafe, and he explains that actually u means and in Arabic, and some Arabic speakers would say as, let's say, something wa something, or and he argues that actually people would say as an u. I couldn't find a lot of any example except one example, which is actually Tom and Jerry. In Arabic, it's actually pronounced as Tomu Jerry.
Okay.
So this is the u.
Right.
I was like, otherwise I can only see it as being a w. But he argues that it can also be an u, so they're interchangeable, which it is interchangeable for the most cases. But I noticed that if I just say an u everywhere, it just flows fine. Just remember that u and w, or u and a w, are very, very closely related. So
I wonder. I wonder if some of that is you have to memorize it when you learn the vocab, and then once you get used to the patterns enough, sort of like vowel patterns and such, you kind of get used to it. Like with like the word like where there's the same thing happens with, I think, with the yud sound versus the e. So there's some, and also with some of the double vowels, like whether it's ma'a or ma, or like ma plus a like a glottal stop. I wonder if some of those you just have to memorize when you learn the vocab. But it's an alphabet, so it should be pretty straightforward once you get used to the pattern and which words it appears in.
We actually, so yeah, it's hard for us to always know what was going on in their mind. But lucky for us, because the cops are very, very precise in how they wrote things, we actually have some surviving evidence for things. So a good example is you can say something like, that's actually in the hymn. So aeoically, I don't know if that should be iota, ronomia, and then say afti. he gave, this is a heritage. And this is actually should be A plus U. So that is a subject marker. It's the next subject. And then U is an A. And we can say that they're able to say, rather than them saying EU klironomaya, they just said EU klironomaya. So that's a good evidence that because they just merged into EU, we know it's just a W. Like this, at least in this instance, it's a W, which, if you remember, it's the same as a waw in
Right. Because right there it comes directly after a vowel.
Yeah, it's to them it's the same. Like if you write it in Arabic and you just write a waw, there is no rule. It's just a waw, and it's either an u or a w depending on what makes the most sense or what flows best.
Right. That makes sense. I just guess I get confused when there are multiple, like where there's looks like there's two omicrons and an iota, and there are a lot of vowels written in a row. That always, like in the word for light.
Yeah, I would say this is very clearly a waini. It can be otherwise.
Waini, because it's a consonant, w, followed by a bunch of vowels, and the diphthong oi.
Yeah, people can say u oini, but
that's not how it's pronounced.
Yes, it's just a waini.
Got it. Okay.
So for the most case, I never had trouble pronouncing it. It is maru. So a word like blessed is actually a small. So too many vowels. It just
smaro.
People say smaro but you can say smarot.
Okay.
In Bohairic, in ⲧ they would drop the O completely, and you have a place like destroyed would be like takeut. Actually, you don't have the T. They drop the T in ⲧ. So takeu just mean destroyed. So we know this is equivalent to this. So we know it wasn't intended to be an U sound. It's just a wah sound. Can be represented with either omicron epsilon or just an upsilon. They're literally the same. But ⲧ keeps it this way, which helps us decipher the rest.
Great. Interesting.
Cool. All right. Any more questions before we officially start?
Nope, I'm all set when you guys are.
Amazing. Okay. Let's.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. We can start until my computer decides not to freeze. Okay. I realize I've been having trouble saying the name of the Father in Coptic because there's too many ways to say it, and the one way I memorized it is now different than how I'm learning it, so it's annoying. Yeah.
Nice that you have options.
Yeah, I start with ithwab, like any good Copt, and then I'd start doing ithwab, and then I was actually really talking to Aurelia more on the aspirated T, and it seems like I should say itwab. And the aspiration would just come naturally, like David does it, and just a mess. I forgot how to pray. Anyway, hi, Stina.
Hello, hi.
You came right on time. We're about to start.
Okay, thank you.
Did you get a chance to do your homework? Don't worry, I won't embarrass you. You don't have to answer. Okay, nice. I'm gonna erase everything because it was frozen. All right, so there are three of us. Well, three of you. I will take a back seat. And we have, I'm not going to count. There are a lot of questions. So let's do 4 each. I saw, let's do 4 each. And let's start with the order I have here. Ben, do you want to take the first? Am I looking at the right homework?
Yep, Heather and Tia Kalesi is the first one.
Perfect.
Yep.
Does anyone remember what we did last week? Sorry, my bad. I totally forgot. Yes, we did that. Okay, so a quick reminder from what we did last week. We learned the Greek nouns, but we said that we learned about et. Et means which, and you can say which is, but remember that Coptic doesn't have an is, so you can just insert it whenever you want. Or whenever it is needed. It means which, means who, means where, it means everything. This is the equivalent of, in the Egyptian, it's preserved as only, and it just works if you know Egyptian, just works perfectly everywhere. If you don't know it, if you don't speak Egyptian, obviously, just don't worry about it. Just remember it's like which is, who is, where is. It just means that. And then you can optionally insert verb to be if it makes sense in the sentence. Remember that Coptic does not use verb to be. I'm going to learn more actually how to make a sentence with verb to be more in next lesson. All right. Ben, do you want to start with the first four?
Okay, sure. I can start.
Read it in Coptic, forget about any jinkim you see, and then translate.
Okay, sounds good. I'll do my best. Kiran Teklesia or Tieklesia.
Mhm.
And I was ignoring the jenkim on the papa there, but
Good work.
okay. So that's upon the church. No, that's Hijin. That's Hijin. That's
Yes.
that. No. So this would be Kiran. Oh man. Okay. Pretty sure it was Hijin. Within the church? I'm not sure. I think it's a preposition.
Okay. I'll give you a very quick. Sorry, I'm having computer trouble today. Okay. I will give you a quick summary of a lesson we are going to take in like 8 lessons. So it's not
Okay.
time soon.
Sure.
Hopefully it will help you remember the preposition.
Great.
Okay. Let me write everything again. Okay. So we said. So this is an ancient person. Okay. His head is called Jen. Oh, sorry. This is. And it's called Jen. Okay. His mouth is called. For sake of argument, just assume it's called Jen. It's not really Jen or Ren, but just know it for now. And then in lesson 8, we'll actually break apart, called Ren. And then his hand is called Tut. And what else do we know about him? His eyes are called Ya, but I think it's called Ya, but don't worry about it now. And then what's about his feet? I think that's all we need for. Oh, and his belly is called, say, Khen. Okay.
Okay.
This is an ancient person. So you say he is on. So hiren means on the mouth of. So these are ancient words that are no longer used in Coptic to represent head or mouth or eyes or hands. They are used to represent concepts. So jen will mean on top. So if you say he jen, it means on the head of the table, but it just means on top of the table.
Is this in front of?
So ren, no, actually,
No.
We did something for front. It's called the bell. It's called he. They'll use chen for it.
Okay.
Ro be what happens from your mouth. That's the entrance to your body. So
Okay.
ro is the word for door, and also hiren is also he.
Oh, at the door of, literally at the door of, which is different than the preposition in front of.
Yes. So
okay.
Literally at the mouth or at the door of the church. So it's actually ren is ro n. Remember we took n, so ro of. So
right.
Door of is ro n, so ren. Also, jen is the same n. We'll cover this more in depth in the future. But for now, just know where to come from. So hiran is at the mouth or at the entrance of or at the door of. So if someone tells you hiran the church, you know they're not at anywhere in the church. They're specifically at the entrance of the church.
Got it. That's really helpful. Thank you for going over that.
No problem.
Also the hieroglyph is for the R consonant is a mouth. So that's actually how I'm going to try to remember it. Okay.
There we go. Oh yeah, it is. Ro is the mouth. Yes. Go ahead, David.
I was going to ask. I don't know if this is considered one of the things you're going to try and talk about later. I know that ro, it can mean either door or mouth. Do you know which concept was stronger or what it was in view of? Was it sort of like the mouth was viewed as the door of the body, or was it sort of the doors are viewed as the mouth of a thing, of a house or a cellar or a ship's door?
I'm not sure which one came from. I think mouth came first, and then it became to mean door. So the door of the house is actually based on the mouth of the house. That would be my guess.
Okay.
All right. Amazing. Go to the next one.
Okay. I think I understand the one after the next one right now. I'm not sure about the next one. I know it's something. Well, read in Coptic. Nachren Uro. So, and I think Uro is, I think it's, well, it's Elo is river. So Uro,
Yes.
ooh,
Yeah.
not doing so well too.
It's Erro in ⲧⲧⲧⲧ, if you know.
Elo, door?
No, that would be a king.
Okay. King, okay, raw. Okay.
Remember
Oh, like Pharaoh. Okay. Right.
Pharaoh and
Okay.
Puro are related. So
Right.
Pharaoh and Puro, they're related.
Right.
It just moved a long way to come
Right.
from Puro to Pharaoh. But Puro is Pharaoh.
Right. Okay.
Pharaoh is king.
Got
Nahre,
it.
just know it's a preposition, just memorize them, just means in front of.
In
or
front of. Okay.
Before.
Okay.
So let's say before or in front of the king. All right.
Okay. And then hen eptophos. Reptophos. So that's in front of the tomb.
No.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Hen-
man. Doing so well.
So it's all the way in.
Okay. And like inside
Yes.
the
So
tomb. Okay.
in
Slightly
originally,
more intense.
it just means in the tomb. Yes.
In the tomb. Okay.
Yes.
Is it kind of like within, like currently inside of?
Just in. Just
Just
with.
in, simple in. Okay.
There's something else for within.
Okay.
But for those, just in.
Okay. And let's see about this one. So nem matetes or
Mhm.
matetes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's with the students.
Yes. Remember, the nem just means addition, so it's with or and.
Right. Right. It's like together with.
Yeah. It just means you're adding two things together.
Okay. Cool.
We'll explain a lot of time why you would say David nem ben, and then you put a singular verb.
Right.
Because it's simply saying David with Ben did so and so. So
Right.
does so and so.
It's the same meaning as David and Ben.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except
Okay.
for some reason just put David first.
Okay,
But
great.
if you use awo or uwo, that would be like actually two coming in parallel to each other. And would have a different meaning. We'll get to it once we get to all explain.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for your patience and for explaining those prepositions. Hopefully I'll have them memorized. So next time.
You just got time. All right, David, next.
Idro MFA, the door of the house
Yes.
or home, if you like. Epchois Joy, the lord of the ship.
Yes.
Ni choice and ni Ejeu, the lords of the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Tisheri Emepok, the daughter of the servant.
Yes. This is one place where it's different than ⲧⲧⲧⲧ, where ⲧⲧⲧ would use hal instead of vok. Of servant. All right, awesome. Justina, do you want to do the next four?
Sure.
Okay.
Ered, Ebro, Ebi,
MFE.
Ebp.
Mm-hmm. What's Hiran?
You mentioned it's at the entrance
Yes.
of the
So what's Epro?
of the.
No, that's
No.
Ente. Epro, you're gonna see it in question 5. We also use it.
Yeah, it was too fast. Sorry. Was it the door?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So it's funny, you can see Hiran, Epro. So we're using door twice. So add the door of
At
the door. But you would not understand. This is literally where it comes from. But Hiran just means at, and it implies an entrance. But you would not translate as the entrance, which is why I'm putting a square bracket on question 1. So it just means at, not just anywhere, it's near the entrance. But in this case, they're very specific at the door of what?
I don't know.
E means house.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Not sweet. All right. Do you want to try the next one?
Sure. O epistoli. O epistoli.
Epistoli. Mm-hmm.
Ete
Mm-hmm.
Pavlos.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go back to my notes. What is ete? Just 1 second.
Epistoli. So what's U?
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, it's a. It's
Yeah.
a.
Okay. Epistole sounds a lot like the one in English. Same word in English.
Apostles.
Close.
Oh,
No,
sorry, epistles.
yes, epistle. Yes. So an epistle.
An epistle. I think ente. I can guess it's off.
Yes.
Or-
Good job.
Yeah. Of Pavlos, which means Paulus. Paul.
Yeah. Perfect. Paul or Paulus, if you want to go this way. All right. One more, I think. Maybe
Sure.
two more. Yeah. One more.
Ni
Mm-hmm.
Bathetis.
Mm-hmm.
Christos, is it?
No, the word before Christus.
Elisos? I don't know.
That's an abbreviation for Jesus or Isos.
Oh, Isos. Okay. Christos. Okay.
So what's ni?
Ni, which is there.
Mm-hmm. For plural. Okay.
Bathetis. I don't know what it is. Which
Fine. Mathetes is disciples.
disciples? Okay.
What's N?
Of God.
No. What's Isos?
Isos is Jesus.
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus, yes.
Yeah. All right. Next one. One last one.
Oh, okay. Geen fraud. Ibib choice.
Perfect. Good reading. What's Chen?
I can't remember. We say it all in Tasbih. I can't remember.
You remember what's Chenefran? Like, what is it in English? You know Chenefran? So what would
No.
be?
I don't know.
What's the beginning of the sign of the cross?
In the name of the Father. Okay.
Yes. So what's Chen?
In the name.
No, Chen. Just Chen.
In.
Chen is in. Amazing. See, it's
Okay.
easy. Okay. What's F?
That. Which is that.
Good job. Okay. What's Ran?
We said
In the.
in the name.
Perfect. Okay.
Ibib choice. Which.
What's M? It's the same as the one just above it. It's the same as N.
I'm sorry. I'm just lost. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. What's so we said you've answered many times. What's like you see in question 9, you said Hirene pro M ep A. What's M? What's inte? Okay, that's fine. Just M or N just means of. That's it.
Okay. Thanks.
No worries. So M is of, and then what's ep choice? Can make it. What's ep? Let's do one by one.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm lost.
Okay, no worries. So sorry, frozen again. So we said chen is in, f is the, ron is name, m is just the same way you would say n, but when it's followed by what's called a labial sound, basically a sound that you make with your lips. But because you can say it's a p, so you can't say np. It's like hard, like the same way we don't say impossible, we say impossible. So the n becomes an m to means of. So you end up with m, and then you have the p for the, same as f, just another way you say p. So m in this case ep, and then finally I have the word choice, which means Lord. So in the name of the Lord.
Thanks for your patience.
No worries. That's why we're all here to learn and to recap. Again, it froze, so I will restart it. All right, David, back to you. In 1 second.
Shouldn't Ben go before me? Or
Yes, my bad, Ben. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
either way.
No, all good.
If you'd like to go, David, that's fine. But I'm fine either way.
That's fine.
Somehow the screen is now. Oh, there we go. Great.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. So
Oh.
Nachren M. Panut or Panuti.
Yes. What's
So
the friend?
Nachren M. Panuti.
Mhm.
So Nachren is in front of God.
In front
Okay.
of.
It's literally of the God, but it's just God. So
Yes, and
it's like Hothels.
Yes, you can see here there's an M. There's an M, and here there's no M. So I think the Haran can actually take it both ways.
Okay. Great.
I know in the hymns that I have in mind, that actually does not have it, but I remember seat with an M as well. So just FYI.
Oh, so sometimes it uses like I don't know if it's called the direct genitive or the thing that's in like Semitic languages or Egyptian where you just have two words next to each other and of is kind of implied, or is that just an alternate?
It doesn't actually. So the N is the M. So you can see like this is the N is the M. So it's like rho N M.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's either going to have an N or an M.
It does have an N. So Naharin already has it. The M is just superfluous. It's just there, but you can drop it with no problem. It just optional.
Okay. Okay, I see. Because you could say in front of, and the of could be written or not.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Got it. Give me a second.
Before God or in front of God.
Right.
If you put it this way. But a simple rule is you may or may not use N or M after Naharan.
Okay, it's good to know. All right. And then T Embro. M Payaro. Okay, vocab.
What's Yaro?
I know it's of the something, but it sounds. I don't think it's river. That's Yaro.
It is river. No, Yaro is in Sahidic.
Yeah.
I think so. Yaro.
Yaro.
More for Bohairic in Bohairic.
Is it river or no? It's something else.
Oh,
it is. Okay, it's just so the vowel changes in Bohairic from Yaro to Yaro. Okay, cool. Not too different. Just
and then Emvro, I actually did not remember about
Emvro. Okay, so it's not boat, the something on the river.
It's the shore.
The shore of the river. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and it's not on; it's of the river.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. Next one.
All right, and then Hijin. Now we have Hijin. Okay. Hijin, Tiembro, and Titalasa. Or Titalasa?
In Titalasa.
And Titalasa. Talasa. Okay, that's where we put the accent.
I would. I think it's a typo. I'm gonna drop this.
So just Entalasa?
So remember that the tau is because I only see this in Sahidic. It's
thalassa, like
yes.
Greek. Okay.
Actually, it is the Greek word, but they took the T and they made the definite article. So just
okay.
So you can say ualasa or talasa.
Talasa.
For the sake of Bohairic, I would actually move this whole thing and just say if. Actually, just drop this whole thing.
Okay, sure.
One is the one after. That's more Bohairic.
Okay, great. Hijin, Temvro, M Few or M Pew. No,
Piom.
wait, Pyom. Okay, misread that. And Pyom.
Mhm.
Okay, so upon the bank of the of the sea, or Yom, like
Yom.
Semitic word. Okay,
Which is
sea.
Piom.
Okay,
Sea.
cool.
So that's the word
Great.
for Thalassa. In
Cool.
Bohairic, they use Thalassa more.
Okay, great.
Froze again. Sorry. Okay. Do the next one.
Okay, Hen Uhalki.
That would be actually a Coptic word. So if you
Ooh.
follow Greco, it would be cocky. It's
Okay, cocky.
Cocky.
Is that darkness?
Yes.
Okay.
Same.
So hen or hen is in, and then uhaki or uhaki is dark. Or it's just a K sound for both, right? It's like kha. Okay, and ukaki is in the darkness or in a darkness.
In a darkness. If you want to say in darkness, like how we say it in English, actually, Coptic would just say in a darkness. It likes to put articles in many places.
So you can't just leave off the indefinite article grammatically.
You can for very special cases. So it has to be like a very conceptual name. It just doesn't mean in a darkness. Like a darkness for them, it's a thing. It's in
Okay,
darkness.
got it.
So in a darkness, and we were gonna learn later. That's actually how we make adverbs.
Cool.
All right, David, do you wanna try all three, the leftover? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry, I took one of yours, David.
David, you're muted.
Sorry. I've just got a question about Embro. The only thing I've ever seen of it is it being used as harbor or Emro.
Yes. Oh,
Is it indistinguishable between banks, or is there a different word for banks?
there's a different word for banks. I don't remember, but there's a word for bank. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Hiren Pedro Emetapos, in the presence or at the entrance of the door of the tomb.
Yes. At the door of the tomb.
Nijom Eni Matetes, the books of the students.
Yes.
Nidromi and Nitimi,
Mhm.
the men of the villages
Yes.
or towns.
Yes. Because there's another word for city.
I know in one of my Sugata classes, I think we talked about the equivalent of Timi and Sahidic, and I want to say, I can't exactly remember the word for it. It might be one of the Timi might be very specific size of village. But I think there's certain words for different sizes of villages.
So Sahidic uses time for town and uses polis for city. Bohairic uses timi for villages, I think, or vaki for city. Timi used to mean, if I remember correctly, at a small post. What's it called? Like we have it in North America, a check post where down the river.
Outpost?
It's down the river. They would have small places for trades and for rest as you're going up the Nile. These small posts just eventually became little towns around it, and that's where the word comes from. It just means the little posts around on the river. That basically the city or the town that was created around a place where you go rest on the way up the river.
I know what you're talking about, and I also forgot the word for it.
Yeah. That's where Timi comes from, and then Vaki is the word we use for Bohairic for just a larger city. Sahidic uses polis for it.
Okay.
Is Vaki the native Coptic word? And polis sounds like the Greek word. So
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. One more, David.
Pioni,
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Pioni et gentiembro, the rock which is in the harbor.
Yes. The rock, which is in the harbor. If I remember the word for banks, I'll let you know. But there's a word for it. It was all over the examples. Hopefully, we'll see it soon.
I believe I even studied it and it's not coming to me. It was either word for banks / shore.
Yeah, there's a word for it. Embro, not embro. I don't remember now. All right, next on our list, we have Pierre. Pierre, do you want to translate the next four?
Pimathetes, that one?
Yeah, next four, so read it in Coptic and then translate to English.
Okay. Pimathetes et nem meet. What is that?
That's Isos.
Oh. Okay, et nem Isos, the disciples that are with Christ, or with Jesus.
Yes. You say the disciples?
Sorry, yeah, the disciples.
Why would you say disciples?
That's how you can take it from, say, in doxologies, for example, you'll find.
No, I'm saying, why is it plural?
Oh, the disciple. Sorry, Pimathetes, my bad.
Disciple, which is with Jesus. All right. Do you want to do the next one?
Me, bardo?
Yeah. So do the next three.
Okay. Sure. Peacocky, Etigen, et police. So the darkness that is on the city.
Mm-hmm. And I would say for polis, not police, just because it's iota, so it's a short e, especially if you want to go with the Greco way.
Sure.
Which is
Police.
upon the city. Actually, so next one will show us the proper Bohairic way to do it. Okay, do one more.
Okay. Ni ecclesia et gentivaki. So the churches that are in the city, or which are in the city.
Yeah, perfect. Which are in the city. And Vaki is the preferred way to say city in Bohairic.
Yeah.
All right, can you give us the last one?
Sure. Piu aini et gen ep e. So the light which is in the house.
Which is in the house. Thank you so much. All right. Justina, would you like to try?
Sure.
Hmm.
Ni tet
Mhm.
et head if yo.
If you, yes. So this is the rule that we remember.
Yes. Yes. I don't know the tet. I don't know what tet means. Is it the jewel?
So theft is fish.
Fish? Okay. The fish which is in the yom is
Yom is sea.
the sea. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, the sea.
Amazing. Okay. So you said the fish which is?
Which is in the sea.
Would it be which is or which are?
Let me just check. I think it's R. Which R?
Yes.
Yes.
Drop. Are in the sea. Okay. All right. Next one. Yeah, let's do it one by one.
P-oak.
Pivoke.
Pivoke. Sorry. Pivoke. Feet.
Fi et.
Fiet.
Yes.
في ات نارين
Mm-hmm.
ابب choice.
Perfect. So let's do one by one. What's P?
The
Mm-hmm. What's the voc?
I don't know.
Voc is servant.
Servant. Okay.
Okay. What's fiat? So what's at?
It is Illy, which is
Yes. So what's fiat?
who is.
Yes, yes, yes. So fi is demonstrative for the far, so you can say the servant who is, or that, or like you can say that who is, or he who is, or in Arabic would be say like ذاك الذي.
Okay.
Okay, amazing. So what's نهرين?
The servant who is. I'm guessing obeying.
No,
No.
نهرين we mentioned نهرين we said in front of or before.
Oh yes, yes. Oh sorry, yes.
No,
Naren, Ibib choice before the Lord.
yes, good job, amazing. Do you want to go for one more?
Sure.
Mhm.
Ni angelos
Mm-hmm.
itchen nifiowi.
Okay. What's ni?
The
Mm-hmm.
Bible.
No. Angelos is
Evangelist.
close. Still close.
Uh,
Very similar to English. So it's an A. It's broken. So angelos would means angel.
oh, the angel.
So the angels. Mm-hmm.
The angels who are. So who in?
No, you're right. You're right.
Who are
Who are?
in?
Yes.
Nifiowi, which means heavens.
Yes. So it's Nifiowi.
Heavens.
The heavens.
Heaven. The heavens.
Yes. So the full sentence would be
The angels who are in the heavens.
amazing. Okay, awesome. Let's try the next one.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Pimov.
P-mo-u.
Pimo-u.
P-mo-u. Yes.
Pimo-u. Itchen.
Mm-hmm.
Piero.
F. Yaro.
F. Yaro. Okay.
Perfect. What's P?
P. The.
Mm-hmm. What's mo-u?
Mo-u. I don't know.
It's people like to claim, which I think is wrong. Actually, I'm not sure. It's this. It's the original word for imbu in Egyptian.
What?
You know when they tell babies imbu,
Oh, yeah.
so they claim it comes from mo'u.
Oh, okay.
What would mo'u mean?
Interesting. So the baby?
No. What does imbu refer to?
I don't know.
Refers to the water. Water.
Water. Okay. Blue it's water. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No
The
worries.
water. Okay.
Okay.
Which is in
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm. Where does the water come from in Egypt?
the Nile.
Yes. What is the Nile? Like, what is it?
The river. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Amazing.
river. Okay.
Yes. So the water. So the full sentence would be
The water which is in the river.
yes. Good job. Nice.
Oh god.
Right. Next on the list is back to you, Ben.
Okay, gonna probably need some help with vocab, but let me
Worries.
try. Ni cheloi
Mm-hmm.
et hen eb tol or eb
Mhm.
to'u.
Mm-hmm.
So cheloi sounds familiar, but I don't think it's a Greek word. Looks like it with the two lambdas, but
Not at all.
okay, all right. Well, it's something, some things that are plural. So, it's not servants. That was
Those
Volk
Volk.
or Chemhal.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Is it? It's have to do with monks or old men.
Yes.
There's a similar word in
It means the
Sahita.
same. Yeah, it means the same.
Okay, so the old men or
The
the
word
monk,
that word that I like to use is elders.
elders. Okay,
As monks, and it works as old people.
yeah, that works for both. That sounds good. That's
Yeah.
respectful. So the elders who are in the mountain,
Yes. Also, another word for
monastery, right?
yes.
Okay, cool. And would you say to'u or to?
I would say to.
Okay,
Again, the u is. I
To.
mean, if you say to, I'm not gonna stop you.
got it. Okay, cool.
I would say just to.
Nice.
And actually, it's a fun fact that in ⲧⲧⲧⲧ, it actually looked like this. It's an omicron, not an omega. There's a few words like this where in Bohairic actually has an omega and not an omicron. Another word is, I think, erotin versus. Actually, sorry, take that back. I think it's ero. Yeah, I think it's ero versus ero in ⲧⲧⲧⲧ.
The first word meaning elders threw me off a lot, but I mean I got it, but it looks different in Sahidic. I think it's like hello and then hello.
It's just hello.
Hello.
So the ha becomes a ha.
Ha.
That's very common between
Hello.
and Bohairic. And you have a jinkim here. The jinkims become an a, so you actually end up with cheloi. So
for the plural, right?
Yeah.
So hello is the plural, and then hello or hello is the singular. So
Yes.
it'd be polo or noploy, noloy.
Yeah, and then it
Okay.
becomes omega if you wanted to make it feminine. So
That's what it is. So that'd be like the nuns or the old women.
Yeah.
Elder women. Okay, cool. Great. All right. So that's a big difference between Omicron and Omega then, which is kind of tricky.
omicron to omega actually makes it feminine.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that, you don't want to confuse those. But I guess a definite article would help. So
Yes. Also same as uro and uro. Just a
right.
comment.
Okay. Cool. Want to check about that. All right. So next one is Neuromi. Oh, I know that one. Cool. Neuromi and at Paulus at Enmau.
Mm-hmm.
Or Enmau.
Mhm.
So the men the men of the city who are the men of the city which is of the mother.
No. Emau is a word it just means there.
Oh, right. Okay. There.
Yes.
Okay.
And another way to translate this would be the men of that city. Etemau is the preferred way. Actually, we're gonna see it next.
Okay. It's like over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Okay. Do the
Okay.
next.
Sure. I'll try. Nitimi at Emau.
Okay.
So the towns which are over there, or those towns.
Those towns. That's what I want to hear.
Okay.
That's the idiom that just means those towns.
Okay, that goes together. All right.
I like translating the which is there, but it is the way of saying those towns.
Okay. Cool. I think I
Right.
did 4. Great.
Perfect.
No, wait. Yeah, I did.
Did you do 4? 1, 2.
Wait, no, I didn't remember. Just counted.
2, 3. Give me one more.
Okay, right, sure. Nimatetes, epromi,
Mm-hmm.
et emau.
Mhm.
So the students of the people, no, Romi. The students of the man,
Mm-hmm.
or those students of the man.
Mm,
No, not quite.
close, but the etemau. So et always comes after the thing that you refer to.
Oh, so the students of that man.
Yes. So
Okay.
you can say of the man who is there. So
Got it.
et always follows the one that you want.
So word order is really important.
Yes. So
Okay.
et always would have to refer to Romy.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No problem. All right, back to I think David, right? D after B. Yeah, David.
Ni Sheri and Ni Ebaik et Amal, the sons of the servants who are there,
Or how would you say it better?
or the sons of the servants that are over there, or
So etemau, what is an idiom for what? Which construction is preferred in Coptic to use etemau for?
I think you're gonna have to give me that one again.
So etemau is just a preferred way of saying that or those.
Okay.
So try it again.
The sons of those servants.
Yes. How do you choose to pronounce servants?
This is one that I struggle with, but I did Ibiaik.
Yeah. In the church we just say eviaik.
Yeah, usually in church you say Ibiaik or
Yeah. I go with eviaik. Yeah, eviaik is good enough. All right. Awesome. So the sons of so we say le sons of say those servants. Okay. You want to do the next one?
Yep. Ni ejeu et higen tiembro em biadro, the ships that are upon the harbor of the river.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, I think you did 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
So starting C, and just FYI for the rest of the book, most likely section C or the last section of every homework, mostly usually will be light C, give me a full grammatical sentence that is. So right now we said the sons of those servants. This is an incomplete sentence in English. So usually section C or near the end, give me a full English sentence as translation.
All right. Nuti fen et te. God is in the heaven or in heaven.
Yes, God is in. Okay.
I'll do the last one before you reload. Emon tiekdese chen ep timi etemao.
Mhm.
Is the T supposed to be there for Tia Ecclesia?
Yeah. No.
No.
Wait.
I recognize this more as like a
This is a type. Good catch.
yeah. This one I was. It'd be very hard for me to translate it faithfully with keeping the T in there.
M1 comes with indefinite words, so
Mhm.
you should not be seeing it. Yeah, this book full of typo. So if you ever doubt yourself, there's a chance the book is wrong. I've seen this everywhere, and in many places.
All right. I know you prefer to say it is no church is in the village in that village, I should say.
Yes, in that village or the village which is there, but in that village will be the preferred way. Oh, fine, it works. God, let me catch up. The ships that are. And this one he did it right. He said no. Just remove this. No church is in town, and then you can just do that. This is what this does. Okay, awesome. You did all 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, amazing. Pierre, do you want to do the next 4?
Okay. Starting from the first one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Wangelos, Hiren, Epro, Emeplafos.
Mm-hmm.
There is an angel.
Mm-hmm.
What's Hiren?
Hiren is Ran, remember, means the mouth up or the end, which eventually means the entrance. So it just means at.
Okay. Is that question? Is that in any way similar to Nahrin? Because that would be at the entrance of.
Nahrin is before or in front of. And I don't remember actually what Nah comes from. If I'm not mistaken, they don't know where Nah comes from. So you can claim that Ren is the same Ren, but just because there is a few theories on where Nah comes from, but we're not too sure. So we can't really say with 100% accuracy that Nahran and Hiren share the same Ren. But there's a chance they do.
Okay. So there's an angel at Ipro, I'm guessing, is the mouth.
No. The door. So it used to mean the mouth, so we don't use it as much anymore. Actually, now we use tapro, or you would use ro in a very specific way, like you say rok or rof.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just when you say just ro, it just means door.
Okay. At the door of what's Tafos?
Tafos tomb.
The tomb?
Yeah.
So
what's up?
Sorry?
What's up?
The tomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Good job. All right. Remember that we're doing full grammatical sentences. So give me the next one.
Okay. Ni epistoli chen nigom.
It's nem.
Nem nigom, sorry. Okay, so the epistles and the book.
Okay. That's not a fully grammatical sentence. Not a grammatically fully sound sentence.
The epistles are with the books.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, Afroasiatic languages do not have the concept of verb to be. You just say the epistles with the books, and that's in English to us it means are with the books. In Arabic, you can just say the epistles مع الكتب, and that's a fully grammatically sound sentence. You can say when you want to say I am home, you just say I home. Well, the home. Or I in the home. You drop the idea of verb to be. All right. Give me one more.
One go memav.
Okay.
There are no there's no article on the gom, so I would assume it's indefinite.
In what?
I would assume it would be there are no books there, or there's no book there.
Yes. And the way I like to translate, so remember that one and M1 only create the adverbial sentence with indefinite nouns, so nouns with indefinite articles. So if you want to say there's a book, you don't say the book is there, or a book is there. You don't say that in Coptic. You say there is a book there. Similar to Arabic, you don't say kitab hinek. You say fi kitab hinek. With M1, if it's singular, you drop the article. So you say, and the best way to translate it in English is M1's literally means
there is no book there.
What does M1 literally mean?
No.
So I like to say no book is there.
Okay.
Mo is more of a filler. It just means there is no book. You don't for Mo a lot of times just add it to kind of finish up the sentence. In this, so Mo isn't literally just doesn't always mean there. Just means there's no book there. There as in not over there, but just no book there. There's no point there. not actually referring to a distant object. Sometimes used there in the same way. All right, give me the last one.
Uon umathitis ente Pavlos hiren epro.
Mhm.
There is a disciple of Paul at the door.
Yeah, there is a disciple of Paul at the door. Okay, awesome. Justina.
Image choice.
Mm-hmm.
MP.
MFE.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
N. FE.
Mm-hmm.
Odd.
On. Okay, let's do it. Let's make sure we know the vocab. Do you want to go over the words that you're not sure of?
The Lord of the house in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what odd means.
On makes a sentence into negation. So it just means like mish.
Oh.
It just means not. So you put it in a sentence and it just means not.
Oh, okay. So it's like M1.
M1 means no. Like, did you eat? No. Or M1 means there is no. So M1 is used for sentences with indefinite noun. So you say there is no book, not the book. But if you want to say the Lord, you don't say there is no the Lord. You say the Lord is not.
Okay.
But you can say there is no Lord. Again, the
Okay.
idea of an indefinite article, but the Lord is not.
Okay.
And if it makes sense to you, if you know do it in Arabic, just so you see how it translates to English in a cleaner way. If you want. And let's do it without on for now. Let's just do this part. Can you just do this part? Give me a full translation in any language you want.
The Lord is the Lord is the Lord is in the the Lord of the house in the
Yeah.
house. So if there's odd, the Lord in the Lord of the house is not in the house.
Perfect. That's amazing.
That's the idea.
Okay, amazing. The Lord of the house. On comes there, so actually is and then not in the house. All right. Give you the next one.
Ip goy ijen fi yaro
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned yaro means river.
Yes.
Okay. Goy means can't remember what goy means.
Joy means boat.
The boat. Okay.
Yes, just means markib.
Okay. The boat.
Mm-hmm.
Ejed, which means on top of.
Mm-hmm.
The river.
Mm-hmm.
So the boat. So the boat is not on top of the river.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not on top. Amazing. All right, next one.
Nebibshiri Mfi.
It's not Nemepshiri.
Oh. Nebibshiri. Deepshiri.
Ni. Try
Sorry.
again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ni Shiri.
Perfect.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
MP.
MF.
MF. Okay. MF. ETB.
Timi.
TV. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
MF TV.
Mm-hmm.
E. Wheat.
No. So F. So he F,
F.
and then moit.
Moit. Okay. Moit. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, let's try it one by one. What's ni?
Either
Mm-hmm.
Shiri. I don't know what Shiri means.
So shiri, in actually Egyptian, it just means ayal. So it can literally mean sons or children or just children. Actually, children is actually a good word for it. So children can mean like my child, or you can just say it's a child. So it just means a little kid.
Okay.
So I think just children is an excellent translation.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So children. Okay, what's M?
Of.
Yes, good job.
There.
Yes.
Maybe father. No. To be. I don't know what to be means.
It means town.
Town. Okay.
Okay.
At.
No. So he ran. Ran, we said, originally comes from like mouth or door or entrance. So he ran would be on the entrance, which just means at. So he on its own just means on.
Oh. Okay.
So you have a table. That's a he. And
Okay.
okay. So okay. So he is on.
Sorry. Just 1 second.
Take your time.
Sorry. What was the last word?
So moit
Wait. What was it? The meaning of it?
means road or way.
Way. Okay.
Or just road or street.
A road or street. Okay. So the children of the town on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now let's make it a proper sentence.
What was
You said the children of the town on the street.
are
Yes.
on the street,
Or
but there's no verb to be stopped.
yes. All right. Do you want to do your last one?
Sure. Odo on
On or one?
u on. U on
Han.
hud. U on hud. Tafos.
Mm-hmm. Tafos. So make
Tafos.
your O short. Yes, tafos.
Pen.
Mm-hmm.
G.
Mm-hmm.
Impro. It's a bit cut on my end. Improve.
Emvro.
Evro.
M and then vro. Embro. So
Evro.
yeah. Embro.
Itmov.
Itemov.
Itmov.
Yes. So and it would mean
I don't know what would means. Would.
it just means there is or there are.
Okay.
That's how you make a sentence with a word that start with an indefinite article. So you don't say, let's say you want to say the kids, but you don't know which kids. So you say kids are on the street. So in Coptic, you just don't say kids, or even in Arabic, you don't say عيال في الشارع. You say في عيال في الشارع. So you say there are children on the street. So in this case, you say there are, and then what follows needs to be an indefinite. So do you want to try again?
There are.
So yeah, it said there are or there is,
Oh, there is.
What's Han?
I don't know.
Han is the indefinite article, and it's just the plural of U. So you have U, and then you have Han. It just means a, and this one is not translated in English, but sometimes we say some, just to make it clear. So
Okay.
there are some. What's tafos?
I don't know.
It's tombs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Khen.
Id, which means id.
Which is in, yes, in.
Id the.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what this one is.
Is harbor, or I think it means banks as well. I think I'll need to double check, but I'm gonna go for banks because I have a picture in mind for what this means. Okay, and then etemau. Do you know etemau?
Which there are. Oh, sorry.
Which you say are there.
Which are there? Yeah.
Which are there, but also it's an idiom that's Coptic. It just means in those banks.
Okay.
And the reason I want to bring it up is actually
I did find the word that I was thinking for shore in Bohairic.
what is it?
It is pro. So it starts with a kima or a ki or a shi, so sort of like kaki, and then a ro, and then omicron. And I believe it's, I
Okay.
want to say masculine.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, so let's stick to harbors. What I wanted to show you is actually we actually might have a picture of this just for fun. Yeah. Let me show it to you. So this is someplace in Egypt where you do see the Nile. So that's why I thought the banks would actually be fine. And yeah, it does mean shore, I think, yes. And then you actually have tombs, right, on the shore. So I just thought it's pretty cool that the words they use is not super random. All right, who's gonna take us to our finish line? Ben. Let me not present and then present again. Do you see it? Do you see it? Let me just present again. So pause, stop, and let's do it again. Window, share. All right. Ben, do you want to go next one? I can't hear you. I'm not sure if it's me. Can anyone hear Ben?
No.
Yeah. Ben, I can't hear you. I can't. I'm sorry. Still not there. Our finish line. We're so close. We're so close. If you want to say anything important, please type. How I translate it, you can text it to us, and I'm gonna write down what you're saying. All right, and do it word by word, so we can keep the excitement happening. So you're doing question 12. Oh, actually, my bad. That should be fine. Okage is fine. Can't hear you. Okay, let's do over chat. Oh, there is darkness upon the city. Yeah. So one we said there is, and you say darkness, and then upon the city. Good job. We are done. With the homework.
Okay.
Oh, now I can hear Ben.
Switch between the microphones. Cool. Thank you, guys.
All right, you did it. No problem. All right. I know we're over time, but I hope you all are having fun. And I'm gonna ask for feedback after if we are happy to stay over time in the future, or we should cut it on time to respect people's time, and then we can continue next week. It's perfectly fine. Until then, let's just finish this week, and then we'll decide on this. I will send a poll on Discord, so please let me know if you're okay with over 1 hour. All right, the next thing we have is there are three main components for the next lesson. One of them is pretty big. The other two are small. So let's start with the small ones, just to get it out of the way, and then we're gonna go for the fun one. He talks so much. Okay, awesome. That's the next part. Don't worry, you don't have to actually read all of this, but it's an okay read. So the next part we have is, if you remember, for masculine, there's the three main things in Coptic. We have the masculine, the feminine, and the plural. And then you add everything in here, or you don't. So you can say pt, ni, or just ep, et, and then ni remains the same. That works similarly for if you want to say this. In English, it's a simple this or these for plural. Remember that Coptic is gendered, so it's actually pretty simple. You just say, you keep the same pahtahna, so the pahtahna, and then you just add to it. Actually, I hope I have it written down somewhere. Yeah, you just add to it I. So you say pi, tai, nai, just simply means this for masculine, this for feminine, this for plural. That's it. It's as simple as that. That's how you say this. So you say pai eho, that means this day. Tai rompi, rompi is feminine, so you say tai rompi. And then you want to say plural, fathers, you say nai yoti. So again, this is the only thing that changed. I remains constant. You want to say mothers, so whether it's masculine or feminine, just say nai mau. That's it. That's all for this. So this or these, use pai, tai, nai. That's the next part. The next part we have is K. K is one of the adjectives that we actually still have survived in Coptic that are strictly adjectives, because Coptic doesn't have the concept of adjectives. I just use words, and your words become adjectives. So you can say the beautiful. You don't have to say the beautiful man. You can just say the beautiful is walking. That's actually, that just works. So it means it has many meanings. For dictionary, it's actually a big entry in the dictionary, but we're gonna stick to the meaning. What we need for now means other. So you say P K Romi, it just means the other man. That's how you say other. You say T. Actually, let me use a different. I just use this. You say T K Simi. That means the other woman, and it comes between the arco, and it comes between the actual word. That's how we say other. So you want to say the other men. Oh, it's the same in English. The other men. P K Romi. No, I thought it was weird. Actually, it works. You want to say the other men. You say ni ke Romi. The other men. That's it. That's for definite articles. For indefinite articles, similar idea. You just drop the u. You just say u means one. Remember? So you don't say one other man. Just say other man. So it's like an other man. But just say keromi. Keromi means I saw another man. You just say I saw keromi. If you want to say other men, you actually keep the article and still put the k. So you say I saw like some other men. Ikeromi. So just k, and it goes anywhere. It gets put anywhere as well. We're gonna learn the demonstrative adjective. So you want to say this other man. You just say pai keromi. So again, you can see k, just put it anywhere. It just means other. And it works. It's not gendered. It's not plural. It just works anywhere. Okay. So let's get to the fun part of today. The pronominal possession just means my, your, his. Like you saw in Coptic, something unique about the Coptic is in the middle. The Coptic remains that you have the word remains unchanged, and based on the word. Sorry, did I delete stuff? Based on the word, the word itself only carries the meaning in Coptic. So a word like Kyot only tells you he's a father. That's it. That's all you know about him. You don't know how many. You don't know which father. You don't know anything. The word remains its meaning. What does the heavy lifting in Coptic are the articles. So you can say, if you want to say this, you actually say pi, tai, or nai. You maintain the article. Remember that pahtahni, just the pay on its own, or the t on its own, or the ta on its own, actually just means the. And then you add to it. So in Middle Egyptian, if you want to, actually it was similar to what we do in Arabic now. If you want to say my book, you say jo mik. So jo means your book, or jo mif. So you actually change the word itself. Or in English, if you want to say fathers, the word itself just fathers. And it tells you it's a lot of people. In Coptic, it's not the same. You just have the word father, and then the heavy lifting happens on the article. In the article, so for the possession, say my, your, and the others, what you do is you keep the article, like in here, and then you attach a pronoun to it. And we're gonna see that the pronouns that we're gonna use right now are gonna carry with us along the way to every grammar in the future. So if I want to say your for masculine, and I want to say your father. Father is masculine, so father is piot. And you want to say your father, the p is the one that changed, so it becomes pek yot, and the k is the thing that refers to you in the future. So to you as singular, and we're gonna see in the future how this carries with us. If you want to say like you did, it'll be like ak something. Ak now means you saw. So the pronouns or the suffix do not change, are gonna carry over with us, and it's the definite article that takes over this pronoun to give you the meaning. So that's the history of where it comes from. We actually inherited this from late Egyptian, so in hieroglyphs it started looking a lot like Coptic. If you know French, it's similar sense where you have in English just have my. It's a poor language. Just have my. In French, actually have ma, mon, ma, me to refers to it is mine, but the object is masculine, feminine, and plural. And you say mon, ma, me, you can see the m remains the same and it refers to me, and then the on, a, e, ton, ta, te refers to the object. In Coptic, it's reversed. You have the article in the very beginning. It is the thing that refers to. So you see here the patana, the pa refers to the object. So if I want to say yot, I want to say my father, I'll say payot. If I want to say the mother, it will be tayot, and then our parents be na yot. Sorry, tamau, not tayot. Tamau, and then our be nayot. Similarly for ek. So if we look at this here, this is the full table for everything you need to know. For my be patana, pek, tek, nek. So you can see the p remains the same, t remains the same, the n remains the same for what comes after. So here we'll say yot, here we'll say mau, and then here we'll say like snow. So like actually the Bohairic will look like this. Just means brothers. So let's say his father would be pefyot. Her mother, a lot of people would do it wrong and say would do tefyot, but no, it's pesyot, because the p refers to the object being referred to, and the f or the s is referring to the speaker. So his father is pefyot, her father is not tefyot, it's pesyot, because the p refers to the word and the c refers to the one that you want to refer to, the speaker. So yeah, so we have the pa, ta, na referring to, again, so in masculine. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's say here is a yot, here is a mau, and then here I have snow. So again, you just say, if you want to say my father, who's masculine, say payot. Your father, pekyot. It's common for feminine. For you actually drop the suffix, and then pefyot, pesyot. If you want to say, and then it's like, what's it called? Yeah, and then if you want to actually do our, you say pen yot, so it'll be pen yot. The p refers to you, the n refers to us, so our speakers, and then peten, and then pu. Actually, you can see here the peu is actually common influence from Semitic. If you speak Arabic, you can see that the waw near the end actually refers to them. So like, let's say, like what's it called? Like they akalu. So it's the waw. The one from actually ancient Egyptian, actually more like se, and it does exist in a few structures, but the wah sound for them is very influenced by Semitic. Peten, teten, neten, pen, ten, nen. So you say pen, yot, ten, mau, and then nen, sneu, or snow. That means brothers. You can go ahead and sit in front of it and learn it and memorize it, or you can just get the gist of it and do your examples and do your homeworks, and you will start seeing the connection, and you will basically just be able to connect it and make it on the spot. For the homework, just do all the questions. They're fine. Otherwise, I'll mention on Discord. But I think the questions were all fine. Like the author did not add too many unnecessary questions. Yeah, the homework says all. Just do it all. All right. I know this was a lot, but I promise once you look at it, you'll be like, oh, I see the structure, just like mama me, tante te, sans ça. So French has it. If you have French, it'll make your life easy. If you have English, if you only know English, you just need to learn the gendered languages to include a lot of other things. Any questions?
Just a quick question about the third person plural. Is it that pef tef nef, or is it pow tell now?
So it's upsilon. So your choice how to pronounce it. If you're in a modern Coptic church, you'll say pev.
V.
Yeah, I'll like to treat it as a W, so I would say pow.
Oh, okay, great. And that's what you were saying was like the Semitic W sound at the end of plurals.
And this part is actually different than Sahidic, where Sahidic this would be pu.
Okay.
Sorry. Wait, did I mess up? I think I messed up. Sorry. I think I did the Sahidic one. The Sahidic. Yes, my bad. Sorry. My apologies. This is pu, tu, nu.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Cool.
In Sahidic, it's pow, tau, no. My bad.
Great. Those vowel changes, no problem. Thank you.
Yes. And then in Sahidic, actually, this is different. Yeah, in Sahidic, actually, the second is the pu, tu, nu. I think the pu, tu, nu in Sahidic is here instead.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So this
Cool.
part confused me. Sorry, my bad about this.
I also noticed that there's wan and when. I think when is some in Sahidic and wan is some in Bohairic.
Yeah.
That's another.
Is the same as when in Sahidic. Actually, it's the same one as uro, kind of, and then erro. They do have a little bit of changes. So pu, tu, nu, and so if you say pusneu, nusneu just means they're brothers. If you went to like Memphis and you say pusneu, nusneu just means you're talking to a woman and you're saying your brothers. So good catch. Thank you. I'm glad we did not.
No worries. Thank you.
So it's not confusing. Any more questions? So this is one. No, it's pretty clear. Any questions? All right. I'm glad everyone stuck around. And I will see you next week. And I'll be sending on the Discord sometime what you guys want to do with the respective time. Okay, awesome. Have a good night or a great day, wherever you are.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.